Let's talk about Facebook. When you run Facebook ads profitable and on a long-term basis, I'm pretty sure you are familiar with a message like that. And I know exactly how it feels. You have a campaign which runs profitably and you wake up in the next morning, think, let's check up the campaigns, and bam, you see your ad account is restricted or your profile personally is restricted. And in this video, I will talk a little bit about my story and how I fixed my personal problem with Facebook. And by the way, this is not a video to show you a hack to solve the issue with the Facebook ads restriction, because there might be some holes. Yes, I know them, and I know that they're very expensive to get into these rabbit holes, but unfortunately there is no official solution when they have made their final decision. So yeah, in this video, we will talk about my story with Facebook ads and about the solution. By the way, the solution are native ads. So let's directly jump in. Hi everyone, my name is Marcel. I'm the founder of Purple Black, a native advertising only agency. But that was not always the case, because in the young age of 17, I started with Facebook ads. And unfortunately, I've made a lot of things wrong. And yeah, I was also a little bit in the, let's say, gray area. It was not black hat marketing, but of course I was a very aggressive advertiser. I was in the affiliate business, and therefore you have to be aggressive because you have normally a lot of competitors. And sooner or later, I receive also a lot of messages with, hey, ad account restricted, you don't have any capabilities more to run Facebook ads and all that stuff. And that's the point where the work directly starts, because unfortunately, you don't have a lot of possibilities when Facebook restricted your ad account or your personal account. So I bought a lot of ads account. I really invested many $1,000s just to buy new ad accounts, or to be honest, they wasn't new, but there was always aged. So buy for many $1,000s. I don't know how many, but at least 20 or 30 ad accounts with personal accounts. I built VPNs which are not on a data center, which are residential VPNs, and yeah, all that stuff. And I spent at least 10-12K just into run Facebook ads, but unfortunately not with my own account. And of course that was a very big pain in the ass, because those fake accounts normally working a few days, maybe a few weeks, but sooner or later they also get restricted. And let's be frank, sometimes Facebook is really strange, because maybe you're a big dropshipper, maybe you're a big advertiser for Facebook and spend 5, 4 or 6K per day on Facebook, but you still normally have no real representative there who is responsible for your account. I know in the last couple of months they tried to change it for bigger accounts, and they also give you invitations to Ireland and all that stuff. I know Facebook is trying to change it, but normally when you're a medium-sized advertiser, you don't have a personal rep, you don't get any invitation, and unfortunately you don't have any legit support who directly helps you, because I know exactly how the chat was a few years ago. They just write you, hey, unfortunately there's no way to unblock your account, open a ticket. But I know a situation, and I think it was 5 years ago, and it's really funny, I have to say it here in this video. And the account, or sorry, the form where you upload, or where you say, hey, where you try to dispute the decision from Facebook, it had a bug. So you wasn't able to click on the send button. So you upload your ID, you type in your message, hey, I'm very sorry, blah, 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 blah. And unfortunately, after you're uploading your ID, there was a bug and you was not able to send this fucking form. You cannot open a ticket due to that bug because you wasn't logged in on Facebook. So long story short, it was a very big pain in the ass. And yeah, Facebook still struggles with fake accounts, and Facebook still struggles with a legit support. And it's super funny because I run at least 4 years or 3 years no Facebook ads anymore personally. But a few days ago, Facebook restricted my personal account again. A few years ago, I let it unblock on a, not to be honest, not completely legal way. So I know someone on Facebook who was unblocking the account and yeah, spent a lot of money. Don't recommend it. And by the way, please don't write me. There is no way to do this anymore. This rabbit hole is closed. But as you can see here, I don't run any Facebook ads or so, but they're still restricted accounts. And for me, it's not a big pain anymore. But when you run campaigns, when you have employees, it's a very, very big issue. And I know it from my past years when I run Facebook ads, because Facebook was my personal traffic source number one. And when Facebook restricted my account, I have way less sales. I have to look, how can I afford employees? I have to look, how can I don't know, pay bills and all that stuff, because normally the costs are running further, but you don't make any sales. And in the last couple of years, I speak with a lot of people, and either when you're just a small advertiser on Facebook or when you have a very big account on Facebook, you still have to struggle with blocked ad accounts, with blocked personal accounts. And when your personal account is blocked, you can ask Facebook, hey Facebook, please double check it. I think there was an issue. And yes, they double checked it. They say, okay, no worries, we will check it. But unfortunately, when they check it manually, you received a notification. And unfortunately, in the most cases, the notification is your personal account is still restricted for advertising, and that's our final decision. So you don't have any possibility left to try to unlock your personal account for advertising. That means your ad account still keeps for a lifetime blocked for advertising. And there is no workaround. There is no way to just open another personal account, because Facebook sooner or later will check it. And there is no way to buy some accounts, because same issue here. And yeah, there is no legit way. That's a very, very big problem, especially when Facebook is a very important traffic source for your business. And maybe when you're watching this video here until this minute, I'm pretty sure that you might be familiar with this problem, or maybe you're now directly in this problem, in this uncomfortable situation. And if this is the case, maybe my personal story does help you a little bit, because when I'm facing those issues with Facebook, I make a hard switch completely away from Facebook because they fucked me up. And to be honest, I don't want to give Mark Zuckerberg any more money just because they're not very friendly to their advertisers. And yeah, I don't like this policy, this internal policy, how Facebook works with their partners. So yeah, I make a hard switch in the past and switch completely 100% to native advertising. Native advertising are ads that are not looking like ads. And when we talk about native ads, we're not talking about just one traffic source. No, we are talking about multiple traffic sources like Taboola, Outbrain, Yahoo Gemini, Ref Content, and many, many more. So also when you have a problem with one traffic source, you still have a bunch of other traffic sources out there, and that means a lot of security for your business. So yeah, as mentioned before, I made the hard switch, and unfortunately in the beginning I lose a lot of money. So I honestly will not recommend you to do it the same, because I lost a lot of money, and learning native is very hard. By the way, I have other videos here on YouTube where I'm talking a little bit about learning native, and yeah, there is no legit source out there to learn native now in 2022. But back to my story, I learned native ads on the hard way, but the good news is here. Since I switched to native, I never ever had an issue with account bans, with blocks or something like that. It's exactly the opposite situation, because traffic sources like Outbrain, Taboola, or also smaller traffic sources, they having the same understanding of a partner relationship as I have, because we, for example, as an agency, have with most of the traffic sources a Slack channel. We write with them. Maybe there are some ads which are not go through the review team, and that's fine for us. But we ask them, hey, what's the problem? Please tell us the problem, what's prohibited, for example, and we will fix that. So they give us the possibility to change it and to make it better. And that's the way how I understand a partner relationship. And Facebook just said, no, it's not allowed, we block your account, you don't have any possibilities more to spend money here on Facebook. And I think that's not a good way, especially when you need a traffic source for your business, for example, to generate leads or to generate sales for your online shop. So is it worth it to run Facebook ads still in 2022? And if you already run profitable Facebook ads, it might be from a performance side. But unfortunately, their business model and the way how they handle their partners, I think that's not a good deal there. Therefore, I would highly recommend you, when Facebook is one of your main traffic sources, to check out other traffic sources, for example, native ads. And by the way, here on my YouTube channel, you find more information about native ads because unfortunately, native ads are not a good fit for every brand or for every online shop, lead generation business, and so on. So for native, for example, you have to need a very broad approach because there's no real targeting like interest-based targeting. But as mentioned before, check out my YouTube channel to see more videos about native. And by the way, highly recommend it. When you want to learn more about native ads, then I would invite you to subscribe to my channel because I upload 2 times a week a video about nothing but native with traffic sources like Taboola, Outbrain, Gemini, and many, many more. So in this video, we talked a lot about the past, how I was facing the issues with Facebook and how I made the hard switch. But let's talk about the present now and what I will predict for the future, because currently native ads, that's the way how we make business. So we are a native advertising agency. By the way, the name is Purple Black when you want to Google it. I'm the owner there, I'm the founder there. We have a team of media buyers, copywriters, devs for the whole technical stuff and all that stuff. And we see that a lot of people are really hyped of native ads because they're facing the same issues with Facebook like we are in the past. And some tracking issues, iOS 14 updates make it worse. We run a lot of campaigns for lead gen and for e-commerce successfully and profitably because all campaigns which we are running are performance campaigns. That means when a client from us invests $1, they want to get out at least $3 or $4. And therefore we just run performance campaigns and no like campaigns or something like that. As mentioned before, Facebook ads unfortunately is not a good fit for every company out there. So for example, when your business is completely new, I don't recommend you to start with native ads. But for example, the best case is when you already run Facebook ads, you want to get rid of Facebook or about the majority as a traffic source of Facebook, then native ads might be a good fit. So when you're already spending a few K per day, for example, on Facebook, you're very successfully there, but you know, when there is a problem with Facebook, I have a problem with my business. Then native ads generally is a very, very good fit for you because you have the capabilities there to scale profitably and normally cheaper than on Facebook. So let's recap this video very quick. When you see a notification like that and Facebook writes, this is our final decision, then you're fucked up. Then you really, really have a problem with Facebook because unfortunately there is no legit way to let your ad account run again. And for this, I would invite you to check out native advertising. Native ads with Taboola, Outbrain, Ref Content, Yahoo Gemini, and many, many more. Native ads are not the holy solution for everything, but native ads helps a lot of people to run and scale their business profitably without the fight with a traffic source. Because traffic sources like Taboola and Outbrain and the many smaller traffic sources out there, they have the same understanding of a partner relationship than, for example, I have. It's not, okay, hey, you've done something which is not in our policy, you're restricted for your lifetime. It's, hey, this is, for example, prohibited, please try to change it in this way, and then we can approve it. So that's a good part or a good way to scale a business that's a legit foundation for a business relationship. If you want to learn more about native advertising, I would invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and activate the bell to get notified when I upload a new video about native ads. Thank you for your time. Have a good one. See you next time.